Insects are the most diverse group of animals in the world. There are literally millions upon millions of species. I'm Dr Chris Burwell. I'm a senior scientist and curator of entomology, that's insects, and I've worked at the museum for 29 years. I basically spent my childhood roaming all over our property and every neighbour's property looking at everything from insects to birds to reptiles and was absolutely hooked. There's just so many insects out there and so much to learn. I've got a research role, so I study insects, mainly bees, wasps and ants, but also dragonflies. I have a role with creating public programs, so answering public inquiries, working on displays. I also work on the collection itself, helping sort things and curate the collection a little bit, and also the best part, field work as well, so going out into the bush and collecting insects and surveying insects. Insect Agency is an exhibition that's on at the museum at the moment, and the reason why we did a big insect display is because there's a thing called the Entomological Society of Queensland. It's the oldest insect-related society in Australia, and as part of their celebrations we decided to put on a big insect display, basically telling positive stories about insects, not talking about them as pests or disease carriers, but good news stories about insects. And I was the curator that was leading that. When everybody comes to the museum, they largely see the display floors, and I don't think many people know that we have research collections upstairs and we do research on Queensland insects. Not just myself, but other curators research, birds and mammals and fish and all sorts of things. But in terms of unknown diversity, insects are it. There's literally thousands upon thousands of species still to discover and name.